Hello everyone, Castellano here, and welcome back to Interactive Horror Stories. In the last episode, we got the first ending of After Funeral, and oh boy. So, let's head back in to get the second ending. Yes, will you believe in the messages? Not this time we won't. After Funeral. You used to be a father. It has been 3 days since your son, Jonathan White, was buried in the graveyard of the local church. He was 8 years old. He had golden hair and blue eyes, just like the beloved man in the Carpenter song, Close to You. Since your wife passed away giving birth to Jonathan, and since he has been your everything, he was your angel, and now he's gone. He died on a snowy winter morning. You had gone to the market, leaving him alone at home. When you arrived at home, you found Jonathan laying on the bed, motionless. His face was covered with his pillow, choked. Police couldn't find any traces of trespassing. You clearly remember the solemn moments of Jonathan's funeral. In fact, you try to forget, but the details are in front of your eyes and they won't go away. It's been 3 days, man. Well, since the funeral. The priest had intoned psalms and prayers, those that you are not so familiar with. You're not religious. While the lifeless body of your son laid in the church, his feet were turned to the east. He was wearing black suits and shiny shoes. His skin was pale. He was way too young for all of this. You wish it was you laying there instead of him. Like the day Jonathan died, it's a snowy day in all of Ohio. There are 3 inches of snow outside. It's 2 p.m. now. You are a writer who has been on writer's block since that day. Your favorite word processor is open, and the computer, the screen is blank. You haven't written anything for a long time. There are cigarette butts in the ashtray, and your black hot coffee in a blue cup on your work table. You chain smoke and consume a lot of coffee nowadays. As you're sipping your coffee, the doorbell rings. Let's not open it. The doorbell rings once again, but you don't respond. It's probably Bob, your neighbor and friend. You feel an urge to wash your face. Despite the cold day, your face somehow got sweaty. After washing your face, you look at your reflection in the mirror. You notice that your eyes got red, mostly because of crying and being sleepless. You use sleeping pills, but they don't always work. You turn back to your work table. You look at the computer screen. That should be blank, but no, it's not blank. Something is written. Daddy, I miss you. Turn off the computer. You turn off the computer and the monitor screen goes blank. Then nothing else appears on the screen. You don't find anything to write in your novel, so you don't need to turn the computer on once again. And yes, also the text disturbed you. You don't experience anything supernatural during the rest of the day. At night, you take your sleeping pills and fall asleep. You are having a vivid dream. You see Jonathan in a garden with green grass and colorful flowers. He runs around with happiness and angels. There are white-dressed angels around him. Everyone is smiling. You are not a part of this dream. Jonathan doesn't see you. But you are still content with seeing him happy in this Eden. He was always a benevolent boy. After all, he deserved to go to heaven. You wake up to the sound of the doorbell's ring. You take a look at the clock. It's 10 a.m. You wear your slippers and open the door. It's Bob. Hello, I need to show you something. He holds a newspaper in his hand. There is anxiety on his face. You take the newspaper. It's Ohio's local paper. Another kid choked to death. Officers are investigating the curious case of repeated deaths of kids in the state. Yesterday night, a 6-year-old boy, Kevin Madsen, was found dead in his bed by his parents. His face was covered with his pillow. What makes this interesting for officers is this is the 7th time a boy died this way this month in Ohio. Recently, 8 years old Jonathan White also died with a pillow on his face. Sheriff Wolcott states that he finds the recent events quite interesting. Huh. Demons! Anyway, that one wasn't as interactive. I think we got, like, the bad one last time. Because we, like, followed through with the sun and then... It wasn't our boy, but you know what? You gotta, like, lay them to rest and everything. But thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, I'm enjoying these. I don't know if you guys are, but I am. So, see you guys then.